Hello everyone, it's Outrider here and welcome to another week in toys. Today is Sunday the 8th of October. I have been to the Stafford Toy Fair today. It wasn't that great to be completely honest, but I have picked up 2 or 3 decent things and one thing that isn't decent at all, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But I have had a whole load of stuff arrive over the last couple of weeks. Some good, some bad, some QC issues. But all in all, you know what, it's been a pretty decent haul over the last couple of weeks. I want to start off with something my good mate Tim did for me. So this is the War for Cybertron Megatron, or is it For the Cybertron? From the games anyway, the Studio Series one. And you'll all know that it comes with this Fusion Cannon as standard. My mate Tim has printed me a lovely 3D printed version that looks wonderful. It is class. It just looks so much better than the stock version, and I know this was like accurate to the game, but the detail on here is loads better, and it definitely will be how I am displaying this Megatron. So cheers for that, Tim. Awesome little gift. It's the same guy who did the Megatron tab for my G2 Siege Megatron, or Earthrise version, wasn't it? But yeah, this is awesome. Cheers for that, mate. Now, I have had a load of deliveries, and I'll probably start off with the best. Probably one of the best Transformers this year. It arrived eventually from Inderman Toys. Yeah, this arrived, I think it was on the Wednesday when this was coming stock on the Friday. I know Pulse and everyone, I think most people got it on the Saturday. I went with Inderman Toys to support the local retailer, and that it was a little bit cheaper. But to be honest, for speed and convenience and knowing when things are going to arrive, I might just go with Pulse moving forward. Nothing against Inderman Toys, but I mean, Pulse are pretty efficient, aren't they? As I say, it didn't really matter waiting, but when you see everyone else getting theirs, like, and you feel a little bit left out, but there you go. That's just me. Maybe I'm a little bit of a dick, but never mind. But yeah, I picked up this, and it's wonderful. Some lovely artwork on the back of the box and on the side. I might even keep this box, and the big display base actually comes in it. I won't get it out, but it's a pretty big display base. Now, random accessories wise you do get in there. You get these 2 blast effects, and I thought I was missing one, but apparently this is what you get. It's got a nice little bit of paint on there and that, but I don't really care about the blast effects. Let's care about the big figure himself. I'll just drop one of his guns. But here he is. This is the Studio Series 86 Magnus, but probably the best Ultra Magnus in my collection. I think that this Handman, I was watching his video and he summed it up really well. Is the masterpiece is a beautiful version of Ultra Magnus, but he's more Season 3 Magnus than Movie Magnus. This like has a soul of Movie Magnus, like Magnus, Magnus, not Madness. I know people moan about these bits concertinaing up, but it's necessary for the alt mode. I think it looks beautiful. I think it's probably another £15 budget, or 2 or 3 tweaks away from absolute perfection. There should be a locking mechanism in for the arms, because when you go to move the arms, it starts transformation. That is a little bit annoying for me. I think the gun, and this is tiny, right, but this gun struggles to fit all the way down in his hand. It tends to touch at the top here due to this part. They've thought of the angle here, but they haven't thought of the bit on the back hitting the arm, which is a shame. He does come with another gun as well. This is the gun I think he used to repair the shuttle on Junkion. And he does fall apart as well. You can rip him apart. I haven't actually done that yet. You can store some of his weapons on the back. But he's beautiful. He's beautiful. Oh, these are accessories as well, and the rockets can pop off, and you can put the blast effects in there so it looks like it's a rocket. Yeah, to me, I thought halfway through the year, you know, we were not gonna. I was struggling for what the best Transformer of the year was, and now I think there's like 3 or 4 in the running. There's Ultra Magnus, there's Armada Prime. I think Studio Series Scourge is up there as well. But this is a beautiful, beautiful figure. Really, really love him. This is cool as well. I'll show you this part because I'm not going to transform on video. But this part opens up and then this springs open. Like, I can't remember the last time we had like spring gimmicks on a Transformer. But yeah, he's beautiful. Really, really happy to have him, and he's up there with the figure of the year for me, and worth every penny. Now, something that was a lot less pennies was this Commander Cybertron, from Baywee. This is a knockoff or retool of the Bumblebee movie Studio Series Optimus Prime. And here he is. And yeah, you can see he's holding some of his accessories. Now, where this figure is let down is with the accessories, because these feel like pound work quality weapons, and he struggles to hold a lot of them. But I will show you the figure itself. So yeah, he's not too bad. Looks quite nice, kind of a hybrid between Rise of the Beast Prime and Bumblebee movie Prime. It has got a little bit of rocking in the leg, and even though it feels light, the materials feel okay on the actual Transformer itself. You can see I've stuck an Autobot logo on there. He does come with a baggie of accessories as well. I think this costs like £13, something daft like that. But he comes with 2 of these blades. He comes with an axe. He comes with a gun that he struggles to hold. He also comes with these wheel caps to make him the more Cybertronian mode, but I won't be doing that. He comes with 2 heads, so you can have the original Bumblebee movie kind of head there, or this head which was in there as well, which is more like War for Cybertron the game head, but I just think it looks better. I was never a fan of this head. My version came with another half the head, quite randomly. It was only meant to come with 2, but I've got another back of this particular head there, which is strange, but there you go. And probably the best accessory is this little globe. You can plug it into Prime's wrist, and you can do that scene from Bumblebee where he's looking at Earth and talking to Bumblebee. Now, he does have one more accessory with him, and one of the reasons why I bought this was for the accessories, because I wanted to use them with the buzzworthy Bumblebee Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Now you can see this guy is a lot smaller, well, decently smaller. This is like Voyager to maybe Big Deluxe kind of size. But he did come with this cannon as well, which is bloody huge. Look at the size of it. And this looks huge on a figure that is bigger than him. He can hold this, but the paint, weirdly, matches this Prime more than this Prime. So whether it was intentional or not, I'll never know. But yeah, the cannon here is just like a... Yeah, it's a shame the front wasn't done a little bit better. He can hold it, but he struggles to hold all of his accessories, to be completely honest. But yeah, even that looks big on him. Huge, but there we go. But I think this was £13 in total posted, which is bonkers money really. And I bought it mainly for that accessory, this one. So I could give it to this Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. The Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. But yeah, it was okay. Not too bad. I'll put Prime back over there. So yeah, it's a nice little figure. I think they're doing a Bayverse Shockwave as well. This company are, and I think it's about the same price. If you want to have a nice Prime, and actually the actual transformation on this is really, really good. There's not a lot of gaps on the back or anything like that. He's a nice little Prime. I do recommend him for the money. Just be aware the accessories are a little bit cheap. So we'll come back to Studio Series in a bit, because I've got a couple more Studio Series figures to show you. Remember I picked up this guy, Wars, from the Spy Changers back at Warsaw Toy Fair. I think he was £2. Well, this is that one, but I won a lot, including Wars and 6 other Spy Changers, for £10 plus postage, which is bonkers. No weapons, but there we go. So Wars was in there, but Oliver's had him. So this is the one I got from Warsaw Toy Fair. But we've also got, I think this is Rev, I think. Very nice little green and black car. I think I've got him with a tin in the packaging up the loft, but I've never handled one. Lovely little figure. We've got Prowl 2, which is a little police car, which is awesome. We've got Ironhide, which I already have. This one's slightly yellowed, but I'll swap that for the one I've got up the loft somewhere. I think we've also got... This one is crosswise, I think. Hence the cross on it. I'll show you this one actually. It's beautiful clear plastic. Transforms. Beautiful little figure. Really, really nice. He's probably the best of the lot. Then I think this is Sideswipe. I think. I might be wrong. Or it might be Mirage. I think it's Sideswipe. But there you go. Another one of those. And finally, we've got Hotshot here. Who he's kind of a hotshot slash hot rod slash... Oh, God, what was that? G1... There's a G1 classic car, repainted jazz, stepper, kind of that colours as well. But he's pretty awesome as well. So yeah, I picked up all of those for, like, I think it was £13, including postage, which is bonkers really. Lovely little figures, really, really happy to have them. So what else did I get? I got another 3 Studio Series figures. Now one of them here has been popped back in the box. This is Nightbird, and the reason why Nightbird's gone back into the box is because I've had to email Hasbro, because I don't know if you can see it there. See one of the parts there that was missing in the box when I opened it up. So I was just sitting around transforming it. Well, not even transforming it, getting it into robot mode. And I looked at it and thought that's a bit wrong. And yeah, she's missing a bit off there, which is unfortunate. Not that nice a figure, to be completely honest with you. I haven't played with it much, but she'll be going back in the box, and I'm waiting for Hasbro to get back to me so I can return it and get one that actually has a full spoiler. So that's a shame. And I know it's only a small thing, but at the end of the day, we pay enough for these now, don't we? We deal with like the loose joints and everything like that, but if there's a bit chipped or broken out the box, I think we're now right to send it back. Also picked up Studio Series 86 Ratchet. Finally, we have Ratchet to go alongside our Ironhide, and I do like this more than the original Ironhide. Now, on the photos, I have to say the blue was a lot darker, and that did disappoint me. I think this is the better of the 2 original moulds, but the dying Ironhide that came out is the best of all 3. I wish they got rid of this clear plastic, like they didn't do it with Brawn. I was hoping that they would just do a plain coloured chest, and they'll do it. They'll do a 2-pack, won't they? They'll do a 2-pack of Ironhide and Ratchet with slightly different head sculpts with solid plastic, and we'll end up buying them again. But all in all, this is really nice. I like what they've done with the arms. I know they can't put the red crosses on there, but this works. I personally think this is better out of the original 2. And yeah, it's really nice. Really happy to have it. I've transformed it. Obviously it has the light bars on the top as well, which covers up them horrible nipple bits that were on the top of Ironhide in alt mode. Interestingly, my Ratchet has the same problem as Ironhide in weapon storage, is that these tabs on the back will only hold one of the weapons, the other ones won't hold on there, which is bizarre. But Ratchet here, lovely, nothing too exciting. One thing I will mention actually is that I don't know whether they just didn't give us red plastic hands, because these are painted and they haven't bothered painting the inside, which is fine because they're going to be holding the guns. But yeah, for 35 quid they should do a little bit better. It should have been the same colour plastic as this. I can't understand why they painted the hands, but there we go. But all in all, nice figure, not very exciting. One of the ones we've been waiting for, and it's nice to finally get it ticked off. One that did surprise me is little Noah Diaz here. Now, I pre-ordered this alongside the Armada Hotshot PulseCon exclusive. And the reason why I did that is because I didn't want to pay the postage. So if I popped him on a pre-order, then I didn't have to pay for it, which is cool, over the 40 quid mark. And he is lovely. He's great. I know it's not accurate to the movie. Yes, you can take this part off if you want to. And there's a lovely poseable action figure with a ball joint at the waist as well, so you can get some ab crunch. It's just a nice little toy. It's a really, really nice little toy. and I'm really happy I picked it up. I was going to pass on it when I first saw it. I thought, what the heck is this? But yeah, I got it and I'm really, really happy. It's really, really nice. So if you fancy a little fiddle toy for your desk, pick up a little Noah Diaz here. He's really good. Now, I went to Burton yesterday, and good God, Toy Master had put their prices up something rotten. I went in there and they had Trash Master, they had Bludgeon, they wanted £40 each for them. They had the reissue G1 figures in the cartoon colours. Hot Rod, Preceptor, and both Insecticons were all £40 each. And I didn't think that was too bad for Hot Rod, to be completely honest, but the Insecticons at £40, crazy. I do need a shrapnel. I'm probably going to order one online, and I can't remember the last time I actually bought something for myself from Toy Master. That was my favourite shop, and now it's just too expensive. But I did go into Game, and that'll probably be the last time I go into Game there, because unfortunately it was closing down. Now, I don't think Game is closing down, but this branch is. It's one of the few that isn't in a Sports Direct now. And they did have some Transformers in there. There's 20% off everything marked price in there. And I was looking at a few things. I had a Beast Wars Scorponok reissue. I could have got that for like £16. They had some Cyberverse figures, Earthspark figures. They had a few legacy ones, but I'd already got them. Also the core Dinobots. But they did have a figure that I was going to pass on called Ironhide. And this is because I really disliked the original version of this mould, the Ratchet. I don't think it worked. And I saw this a number of times in that shop. So I've walked past this figure a number of times. And every time I look at it, I thought, that actually looks nicer than the Ratchet. It really does. Anyway, I got it for £9 in the end. So I thought, why not? I'll buy it. And you know, it is loads better than the Ratchet. It is a lovely little figure. It is like, I can understand now why people were saying Ratchet was a mini masterpiece, because this feels like a really little mini masterpiece. It's just better. The head sculpt's better. I think having an Autobot logo there makes all the world of difference. And I just think the Ironhide is it just worked better for this particular mould. Whereas I think out of the two of the bigger ones, I think Ratchet works better, but there we go. But yeah, for £9, I thought I'd pick it up, and I did, and I'm really happy I did, because I've been fiddling about with him and playing about, and yeah, he's a load of fun. He's a real load of fun. Right, shall we talk Toy Fair, shall we? I was a bit disappointed today, and I don't know if it's because I missed the NEC Toy Fair last week because I was busy. And I went to this one. The prices seem to have gone up, and there wasn't a lot of stuff there. If you remember, a few months ago, I got about, was it 10 Star Wars Power of the Force figures for, I think it was £5 each for £50, I think it was, from this store. That one store was there, and he's now doubled the price, so they're now £10 each. And I thought, no, I'm not going to buy those for £10 each. There wasn't a lot of good stuff there. Oliver picked up some bits, so he got these transformable Digimon things. There's bits missing off all of them, but there were £5 each, and yeah, picked up them. He got like a Chimchar Pokemon cuddly toy, and some other bits and dabs, and you know, the kids are like, they find anything. But yeah, like, there wasn't a lot of stuff there, and it was only when I met James I actually found some decent bits. I did buy something from King Street Toys, which is a Wolverhampton shop. I picked up this little Hot Rod figure. I forget what these are called now, but I've been looking online for them. I thought I'll wait until I fall on one in person. I thought I'd find one at TFN, and I didn't. He was £3, a little bit much, to be honest. They did have the Unicron as well, and I like the look of that, but I passed. I thought, no, I'm just going to get Hot Rod, because I want to add him to my little Hot Rod shelf down there. So he was £3. Then on the store where they had the Digimon things that Oliver had, he also had some like old vintage transformable toys in there, shall we say. And we bought 2 of the Digimon first. And he said everything was a £5 each in there, and I went, well, will you do these 4 things, the 2 Digimon, plus these 2 for 15 quid? And he said yes. So I picked up this, which is a variant of the Leader 1 GoBot. It's not in wonderful condition. The wings were flappy, but I've punched the pin back in a little bit, so they now kind of hold up. The stickers were peeling off as well, so I've taken the ones off that are unsalvageable. But he holds together okay now. I mean, I can flap him about a bit and he doesn't really fall apart. I've got the original colours of Leader 1, but I have not ever owned this version of it. So I thought, oh well, okay, I haven't had much else today. And he was only technically £2.50. So yeah, I picked up him, which is nice. His arms are a little bit loosey-goosey. But I'm probably going to stick him in plain mould or go into storage anyway, so there we go. So I picked up that Leader 1. But I also picked up this. God knows what it is. Well, I can tell you what it is. It's a Buddy L Corp, made in Japan, 1984, and it's a small transformable little bug. It's not a transformer. I thought it was, yeah, it's like kind of wind up with rubber tyres. Transformation is really simple, so you can see like that's the alt mode. We bring the arms round here, we lift the wings up, like so, pull the legs down, it says. I did this earlier, so I know it works. Just like, literally like a centimetre, turn the head round, and we've got like this little cool, old school, little transformable robot, and I thought it was awesome. Probably my find of the day, to be honest. It's such a cool little thing. Yeah, I have no idea where it's from. It's probably from a pound shop or something like that, but it's cool as. So yeah, I'm really, really happy to have him. If it is a him, who knows. What else? Now, I did buy a little Predator figure, which was pretty cool. It was £3, and it come with this lovely, beautiful stand. But unfortunately, the legs weren't attached, so I tried to attach them on the ball joints, and they kept popping off. So I decided to pin them. I pinned the legs, and then the hand fell off when I was taking a photo of it, and then yeah, I just had enough of it. So yeah, that's in the bin now anyway. So let's move on to something else that I bought. I'm going to open this now. I did pick up a Power of the Force figure. It was Greedo. It was £8, so it was £3 more what I normally aim for a figure, for a Power of the Force figure. I like to get them for around a £5. But in fairness, he was a tenner on other stalls. The guy said, "Oh, I'll do it for £8." And I thought, you know what, I am now only missing one of series 1 of these. I am opening it, by the way. Let's open him up. 1995. Yeah, I am. I'm missing the Death Star gunner. I thought this was my last one of the orange card figures. Obviously, this was on the green card because it was repacked. But yeah, I thought, I've completed that set now, but obviously I haven't. That's gone in the bin now. We've got Greedo here. I used to have a knockoff Greedo. I gave it to Shooty, I think. Yes, I did, because I saw it when I went to Newcastle in his storage bins. And I always remember that the quality on that was terrible. The actual face sculpt on this is wonderful. Really, really nice. So yeah, not many Power of the Force pickups, unfortunately, but at least I got a little Greedo to try and finish off that first wave. I need to order some more stands for that as well. But yeah, he's awesome. Really, really happy to have him. And the final thing I picked up was £8, and it's this monstrosity. This is the Transformers Star Wars crossover Darth Vader. God, you know what? When I first put him together, he was falling apart and everything. It's really parts forming. I don't normally like mind parts forming stuff, but things don't tend to hold in place with this guy. He also doesn't have any heel spurs, and I don't know if he should. But you know what? He's basically Darth Vader's TIE fighter that transforms into a Darth Vader figure. I believe he's complete. He's got the little figure inside the cockpit, little Vader, and he does come with 2 lightsabers. And the reason why they're 2 lightsabers is because they act as missiles. One of the wings turns into a cloak, which is pretty clever actually. and the other one turns into a shield. It's alright. It was £8. I wouldn't have paid any more for it. It was a tenner. I'd left it and I ended up going back to it when I was with James. But yeah, picked up that. It's alright. When I showed it to the lads on the group earlier, I was like, look at this pile of crap. But actually now I've worked it out all together. It's not too bad. It's alright. But that line was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it? Let's face it. And I think that is everything from this week in toys. I think that's everything I've had, everything I've bought. Have I got some other stuff on the way? I've got a few bits on the way, but there might not be another week in toys for a couple of weeks, simply because there ain't much coming out now. There is Warsaw Comic Con in a couple of weeks, which I'll be looking forward to going to. And the 22nd of October, so if you live around Warsaw and you fancy going and have a look in there, then maybe I'll see you there. But yeah, until next time, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again really, really soon.